going to refresh. I think we're live. All of us here together from everywhere.
Good morning.
I'm here.
Welcome to Celebration Circle. We want to tell you how grateful we are for your presence here today and also for our guests, Heatherash Amara, our dear friend in from New Mexico, in the middle of a retreat, and uh,
Randall Lewis Brown, Randy from East Texas, in the middle of recording his latest offerings to the world. Excellent singer songwriter. Good to have you with us, Randy.
both of you. And so I think we're having a little bit of technology, and Randy maybe isn't able to hear us, but we're grateful that he's here. So we're gonna start with our song "Come Celebrate," and then we'll bring you back both here in a moment and um, hear our wonderful words from Ash and her wisdom today. Thank you for being here.
Come celebrate, gather together, come celebrate. One by one, come celebrate. Now and forever, let us remember we are one. Come celebrate, join in a circle, come celebrate. Side by side, come celebrate. Now and forever, let us remember we are one. Celebrate, celebrate, come celebrate, 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 come celebrate, 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 come celebrate, yes, celebrate, celebrate, come celebrate, come celebrate, gather together, come celebrate, heart open wide, come celebrate, now and forever, let us remember we are one. We are one. We are one.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful morning to gather together. And we invite you now to join us in turning and facing the four directions as we honor Mother Earth, this place we are so blessed to call home. And we'll begin by turning to the east. And if you're able to physically stand and do that, if not, wherever you are, however you are, please turn within. We'll face the east. We'll turn again to the south, to the west, to the north, and finally within. Chanting, O Great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. And we'll sing that at each turn.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around. Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around.
And now we turn to the west as we open to the direction of the setting sun, of letting go of the past, of opening to the mystery of what comes next.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside
place into the north, the direction of midnight, the direction of the darkness and the challenges that are always present, that are calling us to stand firmly present in this moment.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
And finally, we turn within. We turn to this realm of spirit, this place of the infinite now that is unfolding within and around us.
Oh, great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
Oh, Holy One, Holy Mystery, lover of our souls, we open our hearts in this moment.
We call you by many names. We come from many traditions and faith backgrounds, lifestyles. But we have a common longing to be ever more present to you, to love, to life flowing to us, through us, as us.
We join with all of creation, with the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, the winged ones, the ones that swim and crawl with rocks, trees, grasses, seas, stars, skies, oceans, rivers, with all of life. We affirm our oneness. We affirm we are one. Together, we are one. And feeling this deep connection once again, we are one. And as we honor and nurture the sacred in ourselves, each other, and all of creation, we say thank you, thank you, thank you for this opportunity to be together. And so it is.
So over the years, we've been blessed to have many fine singer-songwriters, musicians come and share their talents with Celebration Circle. And we're very excited. I'm very excited to have this morning one of the finest songwriters I've had privilege and pleasure to know personally. He's got a wide range of great tunes. He's going to share some of them with us this morning, including this one, The Still Small Voice, from Randy Brown. Welcome, Randy.
Good morning, Zeth. Good morning, Rudy. Good morning, everyone. I thank y'all for letting me be here. This song is very dear to my heart. I wrote it with a dear friend of mine, Jim Bush, from Waxahachie, Texas, a fine songwriter in his own right. And this song has given me comfort during the last week. And I hope it will give y'all some, even though I feel a tad relieved these days. It's called Still Small Voice. It's not hard to be distracted. It's not hard to lose your way with so many voices yelling just how little they all say. In the rumble of confusion with its never-ending noise, my refuge from illusion is still small voice. Still small voice. Still small voice. It speaks to me silently. Still small voice. Amid the growing shadows in the darkest part of night, like thunder made of silence, leads me to the light. When I'm struggling with my conscience, when I'm too full of myself, there's a voice from deep inside of me that whispers words of help. It's a still small voice, still small voice, speaks to me silently. Still small voice. Some say they've never heard it. Well, I wonder if they've tried. Do they think they don't deserve it? Do they try to hide in a still small voice? Still small voice speaks to me silently. Still small voice.
Thank you.
Beautiful job, Randy. Still small voice speaking to us through us this morning, including this wonderful poem.
This is by Maya Angelou, Touched by an Angel. We, unaccustomed to courage, exiles from delight, live coiled in shells of loneliness until love leaves its high holy temple and comes into our sight to liberate us into life. Love arrives, and in its train come ecstasies, old memories of pleasure, ancient histories of pain. Yet if we are bold, love strikes away the chains of fear from our souls. We are weaned from our timidity. In the flush of love's light, we dare be brave. And suddenly, we see that love costs all we are and will ever be. Yet, it is only love, which sets us free. Yet it is only love which sets us free. So as we breathe into that sensation, that feeling that love is what sets us free, let's come to our time of communion breath, of breathing together, this physical manifestation of our metaphysical oneness, this reminder of our gathering together. And this morning, I invite you to join us as we breathe together to remember that we are literally breathing in the same air. And we'll take 4 deep, long communal breaths together. And as you inhale, I invite you to fully ingest the air, to digest it with every cell and fiber of your being, mindfully, fully. And then as you exhale to release, let us each release all that is past, anything that's come before, anything that no longer serves us, let it go so that we can be more fully present in this precious moment right now. And together we will inhale on the sound of the bowl ringing. And we'll do that 4 times. On the sound of the bowl, we'll inhale together. So make yourself comfortable. Breathing normally, and together we inhale and exhale. Again, inhale. Once again. And finally, truly, we are one. And so it is. And we welcome back Randy Lewis Brown with another song, Beyond These Hills.
This song's very special to me. I wrote it after my dad passed away. And I've played it at several funerals since then, and it's kind of gone that direction. It's a song of hope, I believe, beyond these hills. Every speck of dust must settle after dancing in the light. Come to rest upon some windowsill against the fall of night, till the sunrise warms the shadows, and that dust will rise once more, to float and spin in joy again, just like the day before. There's a sea beyond these hills I have never seen. Smell it on the night wind's breath, like tears and sweat, dreams, tears and sweat, dreams. Today I gazed into the distance at blue hills and troubled skies. Remembered light through kitchen windows, sunlit dust and last goodbyes. There's a sea beyond these hills I have never seen. Smell it on the night wind's breath, tears and sweat, dreams. Smells like tears and sweat, dreams. Though the mountains stand between us, I can taste that salty air. There's a sea beyond these hills I have never seen. Smell it on the night wind's breath, tears and sweat, dreams, tears and sweat, dreams. Every speck of dust settled after dancing in the light.
Thank you, Randy.
Beautifully drawn word pictures.
Thank you.
Every speck of dust. So into this beautiful heart opening spaces that Randy has created, we welcome our sister Ash, a wonderfully wise teacher who has graced us with her presence and her lessons a number of times over the years, and couldn't think of a better person to speak with us and to us this morning in the week after the election, knowing that things would be in the air. Heatherash really speaks to the moment of power and presence.
Brings her warrior goddess energy here to each of our hearts. So welcome. We are grateful. And all the way from New Mexico.
Thanks so much, Rudy and Zet and Randy. Beautiful, beautiful songs. And hello to everyone out there. Yay! I'm glad to gather with you in this virtual way today. I've been so honored to be part of Celebration Circle for many years and moons now. And what a year, what a week. So as we continue on this journey that is 2020, what I've been really pondering is this idea of what it means to evolve ourselves and to re-evolve ourselves. And that's really what the word revolution comes from, is this idea of we are growing, we are changing, we are expanding, and it's not easy. Growth is not necessarily smooth. It's not necessarily angelic. It's messy sometimes, both inwardly and outwardly. And this year, I think, has given us an opportunity to step back into ourselves in a new way, to make new choices, and to also learn how to be with the unexpected, with the mystery, with the unknown, to come back home to ourselves over and over again and say, I don't know. And that's definitely what this last week has invited us to do. So I think this last week for you was probably a really good microcosm of your relationship with yourself at this time. I know for myself, I went through phases this week of refreshing every 5 minutes. Has something changed? Has something changed? Has something changed? And disconnecting and praying and meditating and getting quiet and just trusting the process. And that's a pretty good overview of my internal world. That there are days where I feel calm, where I feel open-hearted, where I am in touch with the wind and the rocks and the joy that's present right here in this moment. Nothing else exists. And there's other days or moments or hours where I'm concerned, where I'm anxious, where I'm plugged in and following trails in the internet or on Facebook or on Instagram and lose myself and have to come back to remember that I get to choose where I want to put my attention. That I get to choose where I want to put my attention. And that's true for all of us. What does it mean to choose fear over love? To choose clarity over confusion? To choose peace over pain? It's understanding that we're part of something larger. We're part of a larger energy. that I call the dream of the planet that is constantly going to hook our attention. And much of the dream that we're in uses fear to hook our attention, uses confusion, because that's where it's most easily grabbable. So as we remember that, we're part of a larger system right now, and that our intent, and I know the intent of Celebration Circle, I believe the intent of most of us humans is to bring more love, to bring more clarity, to bring more presence into our life as individuals, as communities, as the world. Now, we may have differences in how we believe that will come about externally, but I believe we all are seeking connection. We all are seeking that sense of communion. We all are seeking love. We all are seeking to be seen. And sometimes that means that we, in relationship with others, instead of looking at the surface, this is what I believe in, that we go deeper to say, what's the connection here? What are we both in service to? How are we both in service to life? How are we both in service to love? And I know that for myself, when I keep coming back and anchoring that into my being, questions, how am I in service to love? How am I in service to life? What's my next action? And that when that action comes, not from my fear or my anxiety or my worry, but that action comes from my willingness to get still, to sit through my own inner chaos, to sit through the chaos of what's happening outside, and to get quiet within over and over again, to settle. And it does feel like letting the murky waters settle down to that stillness where the water clears. And from that clear place, I can then choose the next action. For me, that's the inner revolution that we're in right now, is how do we choose calm versus chaos? How do we settle into ourselves in a new way? Bless me. And how do we continue to consciously choose where we want to put our attention? How we want to hold ourselves in the world? What experience we want to have in this precious, limited life that we have? We are each so blessed to get to be in these bodies, to be in this time. And it's an intense time. Lots is shifting. Lots of paradigms are transforming. There's lots of unknown. And I believe there's also a reason that we're here, that each of us is here, that we have something to contribute, that we have something to gift to this time. And that gift involves this being. And this gift involves the world. Part of the revolution, this inner revolution, is the learning how to hold that we are the world and the world is us. That we are part of something larger, and that every thought, every action, every emotion expressed or repressed goes out and has impact. Now, as we learn to dance and celebrate and settle in for the long haul, and that's the thing about transformation, about paradigm shifts, around change. It involves messiness, incredible patience, perseverance. It involves us being able to hold the long story and the short story. What I also think of as short-term nourishment versus long-term nourishment. For most of us, we've been taught to go for short-term nourishment, or short-term, I feel better right now. I want to feel better right now. And we got to see that, you probably got to see that for yourself at the election, of the amount of times that you went into worry, confusion, fear, versus the amount of time that you were able to go, okay, we'll know when we know what the result is going to be. I can be present, I can be patient. And to be curious, to use that as a little microcosm of your relationship to yourself, and just to be curious, was I able to stay steady inside of myself? And if I chose, if you chose to be part of what I called the roller coaster, and I did, I had fun on the roller coaster. It was like, what's going to happen next? That there was that sense of showing up with what is. Not trying to control or fix, but to let history unfold, to let life unfold. In all of its messy, beautiful glory. And to stay present with, how can I best nourish this being that I am? And how can I best nourish the world in the long term, for the long story? So the long story involves your ancestors, the ones that will come after you, not just this one individual life that we are blessed to live, but the understanding that we are part of a much larger river of life that flows behind us and flows before us. And that as we learn to walk in beauty, as we learn to walk in consciousness, as we learn to walk in presence, as we learn to walk in unity, that we're walking with our ancestors behind us, cheering us on, and that we're walking with every action that we take, also blessing and cheering on the ones that are coming after us. That's the long story. And so this blip of 2020, which seems endless, this intensity of an election is a blip in time in terms of the long story. And so whether you feel elated by the results of the election, whether you feel devastated by the results of the election, the question now for all of us is, what's my next action? How do I continue to follow my integrity, my love, my compassion, my presence? How do I honor my ancestors and bless the ones coming afterward? How do I stay connected to the long story and let my action come from there? Our old way of being is very self-centered, very self-important. And that's short story. What do I need to do to get for me? How do I make sure I'm comfortable? How do I make sure I'm okay and safe? And I believe the invitation that 2020 is giving all of us is nothing's known. what illusion of safety or control that you thought you had. This is the universe speaking to us, that you thought you had. You don't have, sweethearts. So where does that leave us? That leaves us learning how to be in relationship with the mystery. That leaves us learning how to show up and be present fully and resource from the inside. I always say that when challenges arise, they give us the opportunity to deepen into ourselves. They give us the opportunity to get more steady. They give us the opportunity to be more creative, to be more in touch with our intuition. And at this time, we're facing lots of challenges. And it's easy to despair or feel hopeless or to worry about what to do around climate change, what to do about racial injustice, what to do about the state of division in our political world in the United States, at least, and many other parts of the world, what to do about COVID-19, what's going to happen. There's lots of unknowns, there's lots of uncertainty, there's lots of fear. Do you want to be a warrior of fear or a warrior of love? Do you want to use your precious energy to stay in confusion and self-doubt and trepidation and indecision? Or do you want to use your precious energy to say, I have a contribution, I am valuable, there is hope? To listen to the rhythm of your heart and your soul and your gut around where you can give, where you can offer up. Because I know when we feel a sense of purpose and a sense of hope and a sense of contribution, our lives have meaning. We know we matter, and each of us matters. I believe the revolution that we're in right now, the big change that we're in, is an opportunity to claim the beauty, the wisdom, the creativity, the power, and the intuitive capacities that each of us have already inside of us, and to bring them forward. To be in relationship with the world as this incredible playground / teaching educational forum / mess / place of great love, and to hold all of it and to ask, what's my next step? What's my next action? How can I be part of this revolution of love? How can I let the tragedy or the grief or the loss and even the uncertainty carve me deeper? How can I make art out of the places of transformation, change, death, release? Because as humans, we are artists. And as artists, we have an entire world as our canvas and our tools. Because your life is your art. And as an artist, when you learn to nourish yourself, to know that you're part of something greater, to know that you have a contribution, to not worry about, is my art good? Is it right? Do people like it? None of that matters. What matters is you as the artist creating from the deepest place of your being, finding your joy in your creation, finding that sense of purpose. And your purpose, sometimes people are like, I need to know the big purpose. Your purpose may be to just show up. What if that's the purpose? To be present, to listen, to act from your heart in all the little ways. Whether you're washing your hands or whether you're out figuring out how to remove plastic from the oceans, whether you're lighting a candle or you're doing policy around how to shift climate change, whether you're outside feeling the wind against your skin and feeling that blessing of air, or whether you're out marching in the streets. All of this is part of transformation and part of your art and part of our collective healing. Remember that we are in this together and that we can center our lives in fear or we can center our lives in love. And what supports you in being and owning and growing and exploring the depth of love. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share with each of you and to be part of this celebration circle as we celebrate life, as we celebrate our connection, as we celebrate the messes and the beauty, and as we celebrate this moment in this time and the next and the next and the next. So let's join together across the ethers for a meditation. So if you close your eyes, let's invite us to put one hand on our heart and one hand on our belly and take a breath. And let yourself feel what you're grateful for in this moment. And imagining that you can expand that gratitude from your center out to all the places of beauty in the world, to the children, to the elders, to the animals, to the rocks and trees, to all the humans, to the sun and the moon and the earth and the stars and the universe and the unknown. Sharing your gratitude from your heart for this incredible tapestry that we are part of, life moving through. And imagine as you shine that gratitude out, that you can feel the gratitude of the trees, the sun, the rocks shining back towards you. That as you see and honor life moving through not only the humans, but life that moves through everything, that spark of creation, that spark of creation in everything shares its gratitude with you. So let yourself receive, open to receiving the gratitude of life, of the universe, of the mystery. Take it in. And let your actions in the world come from this place of gratitude and from this place of centered stillness. Knowing that you are a drop, dropped into the mystery and rippling out, and that those ripples are also coming back your way, so that you can fill your cup, so that you can fill your heart. So that you can remember to keep peering beneath the messiness, chaos, fear, to see the heart of love in everything. And let yourself feel how many humans right now are also holding love. How many humans and spirit guides and allies and creation is supporting us in remembering who we truly are. That you're part of a much larger community. And that you are important. You are beloved. You are whole. You are divine. Blessings to each of you, and gratitude to Zet and Rudy for holding the sacred circle. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and be present here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
What a beautiful.
Thank you for the reminder. Thank you for grounding us in the truth of what is in this moment.
Wisdom for the heart. Thanks. And now we're inviting Randy to share another song with us. We'll see you back here in a moment. Let's see.
Hello again. Thanks again to Zat and Rudy for having me. Thanks for your beautiful message, Ash. And had a different song planned, but your message made me change my mind. This is called Too Much Love. solitaire, didn't get it right. In my humble estimation, when he wrote those famous words, all things in moderation. You see, I'll admit it, I excel in excess. If a little is good, a whole lot is best. I've had too much laughter, too much pain, too much of a good thing, too much sunshine streaming down from above. But I've never had too much love. Some days I get it all wrong. Maybe I only forget, but I'm worried, troubled over all those things that aren't here yet. Then I overdose and overdo. Everything I touch, never just a little. Always too much, too much. I've had too much laughter, too much pain, too much of a good thing, too much sunshine streaming down from above. But I've never had too much love. Too much love. See, there's no bottom to that well, no. Can't go dry, it won't go down. No, the more I give away, the more that's left to spread around. I've had too much laughter, too much pain, too much of a good thing, too much sunshine streaming down from above. Yeah. But I've never had too much love. Too much love. Too much love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Too much of a good thing, but you can't have too much love.
That's
Beautifully, beautifully crafted, beautifully delivered. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect song for this morning. Great reminder.
Yes. So, I don't know if you can hear us yet, Randy, but
Yes,
Okay.
very
we're
well.
all working well now. Good. We'll see you back in a moment. So now we take a moment just to share our financial gifts with the Celebration Circle, supporting our work, continuing to keep keep us live streaming on Wednesdays and Sundays, and keeping in mind the possibilities for more public gatherings outdoors, as we did a few weeks ago. And so we hold our gifts in our hands, we lift them up, we speak the words, I give to you, O Spirit, as you have given to me, with heart wide open. Together, I give to you, O Spirit, as you have given to me, with heart wide open. We also take this time to lift up the names and the situations in the prayer list, keeping in mind that it's not that we want to try and fix anyone or anything, but that we just hold each and every one up into the light, to the light of love. So you can send your offerings, your tithes, your financial support there on our website, and the link Carl's provided. You can also send prayer requests to there in the comments section or at circle@celebrationscircle.org. So we just take this time to give thanks.
In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. 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 In all things give thanks. Sing one more time with us, holding your love, your gratitude, your prayers in your heart. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. 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 In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks.
And we give thanks for this and so much more. So it is. So just a few things. I know, thank you to Carl Franklin for posting in the comments section on behalf of the Celebration Circle. And I know he's putting the Warrior Goddess website there. Heatherash has multiple workshops and podcasts and books and all kinds of opportunities for you to learn more and hear more about her wisdom of the heart. And then Randy Lewis Brown has his website there as well, and lots of opportunities to hear more music from him. We've also got the Mandala Intention Workshop happening tomorrow. That's Monday from 5:30 to 7:30 with Natalie Burtonshaw. It's a Zoom class, so all you really need are just some old magazines and some paper and scissors and glue, and you are good to go.
And what a great time to be setting a powerful, positive intention tomorrow night. So
good time to vision our intentions into fruition. And so you can find that on our Celebration Circle Facebook page in the events section. And then remember that Meditation Circle happens each Wednesday night at 7:30 to 8 o'clock with either Graham Whitley or Angel Santiago. And take advantage of that. And just 30 minutes for you to just connect with yourself and to sit with yourself. Next Sunday, I will be speaking about standing still in times of change and what that means for each of us right now. And also we have music from Carrie Cooper. She, if you remember, she's visited the circle numerous times, but she's living in Maryland? No, North Carolina now. And we'll be sharing her sparkly music with us. So you don't want to miss her. So that's next Sunday. And I think that's all for now. I hope we invite you to join us in our closing circle of Love is the Only Power. You have something you wanted to say? I'm going to bring back our friends.
Ash and Randy, all you joining us. Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow. Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow.
as we hold our hands across time and space and touch each other. For this, we are so very, very grateful. Remember, we love you. We bless you.
We see the light in you. In Randy and Ash and each one of you watching.
Yes.
Go in peace.
Peace. So thank you both. And I know you are in the middle of a retreat, a week-long retreat, right?
Mhm.
So
Week-long online. So yay!
well, enjoy that time, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be with us.
So grateful. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you, Randy, for sharing your
You're welcome.
wisdom.
I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
Beautiful songs.
Thank you.
Well, we're grateful. We'll send you off on your way with our love and gratitude. Thank you both.
Peace.
So we just want to, with hearts full, right, for this connection, this time to be together, even though we can't physically be together and hug each other and tell our stories across the chairs. And at Stacy, we're here.
We share consciousness.
We share consciousness. We share the power of love. And so we invite you to go out into the world. If you don't have an action in mind yet, that can be your action. Share the love. So have a great day and be well.
Goodbye for now. Hello forever.